Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome to my tiny workshop. Today we're going to be looking at how you can turn your DSLR or mirrorless camera into a vintage style pinhole camera in just a few easy steps. So if you're looking for something fun and inexpensive to get creative with your camera, then stay tuned. So what is pinhole photography? Well, pinhole photography has been around for over 100 years and it's photography really in its most pure form. Essentially, you take a lightproof box with a small hole in one side, and now that allows the light from your subject to pass through the small aperture and onto your film at the back, which creates the image. Now today we're going to sort of take that idea into the 21st century. This is going to be our lightproof box. It's a Sony A7 Mark III, and this is the body cap for that camera, and it is going to be our pinhole lens. Now for this very simple build, you will need a camera, a body cap, a drill, some sandpaper, an old aluminium can, a Sharpie, some black tape, and a pin. Now first of all, you'll need to drill a small hole in the center of your body cap. Next, you can tidy up the edges with a piece of sandpaper. And place that to one side. Next you'll need your aluminium can and a pair of scissors. Cut the aluminium can still got some beer left in it. Cut a piece out of your can. Then cut it into a circle small enough to fit in the body cap. Then take your pin and make a small hole in the center of the aluminium. You may have to experiment with the hole size to see what gives you the sharpest image. Take your sandpaper again and just sand that hole smooth, like so. Next, you need to tape your aluminium disc into the body cap. Here I just used some LX tape, but really any black tape will do. And it's really worth taking the time here to make sure that there's no light leaking through this lens cap, apart from through the tiny hole in the center. Finally, take your Sharpie and just colour in that last little bit of silver to make sure the image is crisper. And I did the outside too, to make it look a little better. And there you have it, a DIY pinhole lens. And now it's time to take it out and test it. Now the first thing you're going to notice is that you're going to really have to up your ISO, and that's because there's hardly any light coming through that tiny pinprick aperture that we've made. Now I don't know what f-stop this camera would technically be, but it's going to be extremely high, so that's why you have to really push the ISO. The next thing you're going to notice is that the image is quite soft. Now there are charts and diagrams about how far the pinhole should be away from the sensor and how large the pinhole should be in order to get the sharpest image, But what I'll do is I'll link that down in the description below so that you can take a look if you find pinhole photography is for you. And the other thing you'll notice is that it's extremely wide. Again, I have no idea what that might be, but it might be something like the equivalent of 8 or 9 mil. I love shooting in wide, so I'm really enjoying using this lens. Well, I've had a great time playing around with this little pinhole camera, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If this has inspired you to make your own pinhole camera, then do let me know how that went in the comments below. And as always, if you have liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.